Broken Mind, Mental Health and Recovery. This is my second live Q&A, Sunday evening session, 7 p.m. So again, making myself available to connect with people, to talk about mental health, to challenge stigma, to challenge discrimination, to share our stories around what our traumas might be, and just get to know you really. And this is a get to know you session, because Pieces of a Broken Mind is about mental health. It is about growing the message that it is okay to suffer with mental health. And also it's okay to talk, and it's okay to not be okay. So I think that's the main thing, is that we are here, we're live, I'm available, I'm here to answer any questions that you might have. So hopefully we'll get some live viewers shortly, and we can get some questions in. But for now, while we're waiting, we will start to talk about mental health. So first of all, I wanted to talk about trauma and how that affects people in many different ways. Obviously, everyone will experience trauma differently. Everyone's trauma is unique to them, but sometimes the effects can be the same. So, you know, what do you experience when you go through your traumas? What happens to you when you relive those traumas? I suffer with complex PTSD, ADHD, clinical depression, an anxiety disorder, and an ADHD disorder, which I've been diagnosed for all of those things. So my challenge is managing all of those mental disorders at once, because it's challenging. Through my PTSD, I have nightmares and flashbacks regarding certain things that have happened in my life. The ADHD side of my brain never shuts off. It's constantly on the go. I might start something and 30 seconds later I can get completely bored, completely leave it and go on to something else. So there's many different aspects to my mental illness, because I have so many disorders. The complex PTSD is the one that challenges me the most, because it leaves me feeling a certain way, and it reminds me of times in my life where I wasn't in a good place. So trauma looks different for everyone, but here on Pieces of a Broken Mind, I share healing conversations daily to try and help people, to try and support people, to try and show people that it's okay to talk about mental health. So that's what I'm live for, that's what I'm here for, and that's what my channel is for, to raise awareness and challenge the stigma, because there are too many people out there that are suffering in silence. There are too many people out there who are afraid of the conversation surrounding mental health, and they shouldn't be, because I know there's a stigma that comes with talking about mental health, especially for men, but once you get past that, stigma, once you overcome that fear, you're able to communicate what's going on in your head. You become stronger, you become more resilient, and you understand that everything that you've been through is just a part of who you are, and that's important. Your story matters. So this channel, and my mind is broken. That's why my channel is called Pieces of a Broken Mind. I have good days, I have bad days. I'm still in therapy for my PTSD, for my ADHD, for my depression, and I've been at rock bottom, and I've been in those dark places, and I've been places where I thought I'd never come back from. In 2022, if you're new to the channel, in 2022 I tried to end my life twice, in 2022, once in February of 2022 and once in May. So I've been at rock bottom. I know how dark those times are, because I go there, and I sometimes go back there with the PTSD, and that's my challenge. But I'm also hopeful that through conversation, through connections, we can manage our traumas together, and I know my trauma will never leave me, but I need to learn to live alongside that trauma. So And if I can live alongside my trauma, then you guys can live alongside your trauma. Got some comments here. At Kaido Jero says hi. Hello everyone and welcome to the live. Sorry if I mispronounce your YouTube names. I've never been great with pronunciation, but I will read your comments and say hello. Taylor says, how are you? I'm doing very well, Taylor. Hope you're well. Welcome to my second live Q&A session for Pieces of a Broken Mind. I created this YouTube channel to talk about mental health. I created this YouTube channel to raise awareness, to challenge stigma, to challenge discrimination, and just open the conversation to mental illness, because over the last 4 years, also since I've had my mental health issues, I've grown a lot. I've learned a lot. I've educated myself around my conditions, and I have to force myself to talk about it because it's so important. The conversation is a powerful thing. What's up, Welsh rapper joining? What's up? Good evening. I hope you're well. OG lad Ron, hope you're well. Thank you for the comment. Don't forget, guys, this is a Q&A, so if you have any questions about my mental health channel or about my mental health diagnosis, or if you want to share your stories, happy to answer any questions. I'll be as honest as I can, obviously, and but be respectful. This is a community. There are people out there who find it hard to talk about these things, so don't. Keep it respectful and respect what other people might be going through. Elephant Puppet says hi. Elephant Puppet says, how is everyone doing today? Hello, Elephant Puppet. I hope you're doing well. Gary Topper 436 says, what mental health do you have? Well, I've been diagnosed with complex post-traumatic stress disorder. I've been diagnosed with ADHD. I've been diagnosed with clinical depression, and I've also been diagnosed with an anxiety disorder. Those are my challenges, but I don't let those define me anymore. I use this channel as an outlet. I use this channel to show that if I can talk about my mental health, then anyone can do it, So I'm just an average guy. Nicola Hunter says, no, stop it. You're handsome just the way you are. Appreciate the comment, Nicola. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing okay. Gary Topper says, I hope you'll be all right. Thank you, Gary. I fight my battles every single day. And I'm proud that I do that. I'm proud of myself for talking about mental health. I'm proud that I've created a channel where I create content that might help people in the future. I don't just share my opinions on this channel. I share videos from well-known psychologists, therapists, counselors, and it's just a one hub for mental health content where everyone can go, feel safe, comment, get in the community tab and say hello. And at Kaido Jero says, I appreciate the subscription. Thank you, mate. What I'm trying to do is grow the channel and grow the message. I'm broken, but we don't have to suffer in silence. Through communication, we can, and I've learned that through therapy and through counselling. My counsellor always tells me, through conversation and communication, you can help yourself, and you can, alongside the therapy and alongside the counselling and obviously the medications as well, talking is a powerful thing, and it can help you in so many different ways. Thank you, Gary, saying you are so brave to talk about it. That really means a lot to me. Thank you. I have to, sometimes force myself to come live and force myself to make videos because of the anxiety. But I feel like if I don't talk, then someone might be suffering in silence. And a video or a positive message could help that person, which is why I'm live. Robin Williams says, no, you are handsome. Thank you very much, Robin. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. How is everyone doing tonight? I hope you're all well. Don't forget, guys, this is a Q&A, so if you have any questions, get those questions in. But we are here to talk about mental health. I will be live for the next hour. At Cairo Giro says, any girl would think you look good, about going back to the things I used to do to myself and going back to the days of 2022 where I was dark and I was self-harming and I wanted to end my life. Coming back from that has been a massive challenge, and it challenges me every single day, and that's why I create mental health content, because it's always on my mind. And if I can go live twice a week for 1 hour to help people, then I will. And that's what this channel is about. That's what I'm trying to create on Pieces of a Broken Mind. Thank you, Gary. I really appreciate it. If you do subscribe, don't forget, guys, like, share, comment, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, this is a channel for showing that mental health recovery is possible. And if I can go through what I've been through and be here today, then you can do that. I'm nothing special. I'm just me. I'm just an average guy who's trying to help people through content, through videos, through positive messages. And I upload on my channel Monday to Friday, every single day. There's one video every day, Monday to Friday, that goes live on my channel, normally around 6 p.m. UK time, and then I have two live sessions, a live session on a Wednesday evening, and then a live session on a Sunday evening. And that's what my lives are for, to connect with people and talk about mental health. So, don't forget, guys, you are enough, you matter, and the world's a better place with you in it. So don't give up on yourself if you're going through a tough time. If you're going through dark times, remember, bad times won't last forever. Things will change, and you can do this.
Hey, do you know income tax submissions are changing for sole traders and landlords?
Wait.
Don't just put changing the music there. I do like to have relaxing music on in the background. Helps ease the anxiety when I'm talking to a camera. So that's what the video is. It's important. Cairo Giro says, I hope no one goes through what you did. I hope no one goes through what I did, because what I did to myself was wrong. When I tried to end my life twice, that was wrong. I tried to take the easy way out, and I had to face myself. I had to face my traumas. I had to face my mistakes. I had to face my past. And believe me, if you can face yourself and you could admit your own mistakes and you could admit your past, you can heal from it. Because you don't need anyone else's validation. You don't need anyone else's high opinion of you. If you're comfortable with yourself, if you're comfortable that you've dealt with your demons head on, nothing else matters. Because the rest of the world is just opinion, it's just noise. And some of the bravest people in the world are the ones who face themselves and face their traumas. And I do that every single day of my life. And at night, I do that as well, because I do that through flashbacks, I do that through nightmares. I get reminded every single day of what I did to myself. I get reminded every single day of the harm I did. But I'm not my past. I don't live in the past. I'm not there anymore. I've moved out. I don't live in the past anymore. I've moved on. I live each day as it comes. I take one day at a time, because the future is not here yet. And there's no point in worrying about the past, because I can't change it. I have to accept it, and I have to keep moving forward. And as many times as as many times as my mental health knocks me down, I gotta keep getting up, because by giving into it, it just shows that, I wouldn't have been here if I gave into those thoughts. Though they were very powerful, let me tell you, those dark times where I'd accepted that my life was over and I accepted that I didn't want to go on. It's hard to come back from accepting that. Once you accept that your life is over, it's hard to come back from. And your journey up to recovery will be tough. Your journey to recovery will be hard. You will be tested in ways life's too short to worry about what other people might say. Life can end at any time, and it's important that we understand that. and it's important that we support each other through that, because ultimately, why else are we here? I know a lot of the world just wants to see the world burn. I know a lot of people on social media just want to see chaos, just want to see, things go wrong for people. They're wishing people's downfall on social media instead of wishing for their success. And I think that's where we're going wrong as humans. And as people, we're holding on to jealousy and envy and hate, instead of championing people, instead of supporting people, instead of, really getting behind everyone who's trying to make a positive impact on the world. I am not that innocent, says Hey Glasses. Well, I have a name. My name is Dominic. Yes, I am wearing glasses. Thank you for the observation. But my name is Dominic. And my channel is called Pieces of a Broken Mind, Mental Health and Recovery. I want you all guys to know me personally. Yes, my channel name is Pieces of a Broken Mind, but me personally, my name is Dominic. I have mental illness. I suffer with poor mental health, and I'm here to talk about mental health, especially men's mental health, because I need to empower you, because you are strong enough to go through this. You are strong enough to survive this. You are strong enough to get through everything that life has to throw at you. Never forget that. And if I can do it, then you can do it. I live with my trauma every single day. I live with my mental illness every single day. John M4H1Q says, liar, get a job. Grow up, mate. You're going to be blocked, you absolute moron. Let me just get rid of this idiot in the chat. Hi. Yeah, your chat does get infiltrated by idiots sometimes, saying I was lying and getting a job. I've worked all my life, you stupid moron. Wind your neck in. You got blocked. Look. I'm here to help people, and I'm here to talk about mental health. Not here to take abuse. I'm not here to take anything other than respect, community, help and support. Robin Williams says, yo, you are handsome. Thank you very much, Robin. I hope you're well. But where was I? Yeah. Trauma. So, like I said, trauma. I'm not a counsellor, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor. If you need mental health support, please see a mental health professional. But I'm just someone with lived experience, and I'm someone who wants to share that experience and help people. Robert McIntyre 1660 says, I respect you, man. Thank you for doing what you do. I do the same thing through my music to help others. Thank you, Robert, and that's amazing that you help other people through your music. I will try and find that after this live is over, so I can check that out myself. But I really appreciate your kind words, and thank you for trying to help people as well. Because I think that's where everyone's going wrong in the world. Too many people are fixated on hate, jealousy, and envy, when we all have the power to help each other. We all have the power to champion people and make people feel better about themselves. Robert McIntyre says, I'm going to stick around and learn from you. I really appreciate everyone who's joined my live. I appreciate everyone who's ever watched any of my videos or commented or liked, because it makes me feel so happy that someone has taken the time out of their day to watch something that I've done, and that means the world to me. Robert McIntyre says, also peace, love and respect and honour from the UK. I'm in the UK as well, my friend. I'm in Wales, so I am from the UK. Robin Williams says, I help people in hospital. That's amazing. And Gary says, I'm back again. Welcome back, Gary. And Robert McIntyre says, tell us a bit about yourself, please. Okay, well, my name's Dominic. I am from Wales in the United Kingdom. I am someone who has been diagnosed with complex PTSD, clinical depression, ADHD, and an anxiety disorder. I'm also a father. I have a son who's 18 in a couple of weeks. I'm a life coach. That is my job, besides obviously creating mental health content for this channel. I do have a life coaching business as well. So I do have a job, and I do try and help people in that role. I'm a middle-aged man who's just trying to help other people talk about mental health. That is me, mate. I'm someone who's made mistakes. I'm someone who's not proud of their past. I'm someone who's made wrong choices in life. But I'm also someone who's grown. I'm also someone who's changed. I'm also someone who's evolved, and I'm also someone who's understood that my passion is helping people. My passion is mental health, and through my own mental illness, that's what I focused on. I've educated myself. That's why I became a life coach. Gary Topper says, "How old are you? How old do you think I am? If you get close, then I will nod my head." Robert says, "It's nice to meet you. I'm sorry to hear what you think, but I also want to thank you for remaining who you are. You never lost yourself through all of that." Thank you very much, Robert. I really appreciate your kind words. And I think, look, Robert McIntyre says he's about 40 but looks young. Robert, honestly, you're almost right on the money. But thank you for saying I look young. Look, I don't have the energy, or I don't have the motivation to be anything other than myself. I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm not ashamed of my mental illness. I'm not hiding it. I'm honest about it. I get help. I see a therapist. I'm in counselling. I'm on medication. But I'm also a life coach. I also have my own coaching business. So it doesn't define my life anymore, but it's a part of who I am. And I understand that. But for me to be vulnerable and talk about it, it shows that you can do it as well. Nathan Taylor says, "How are you allowed to be a life coach?" Well, I don't know what you mean by if I'm on meds. I am on certain medication for PTSD, depression, anxiety, yes. But a life coach isn't a counsellor. A life coach isn't a therapist. Completely different things. If you have a mental health issue or mental illness, then you need to see a mental health professional. That's not what a life coach is. So yes, I can be a life coach because I have multiple diplomas in coaching. I have multiple diplomas in life coaching. In fact, I have 6. I have my own business. I have my own coaching website, and I do help people. Yes, my mental health doesn't define me. It doesn't stop me, or my mental illness doesn't stop me from helping other people through coaching. Coaching what though? What is life coaching? Life coaching is an experience that helps you gain clarity, purpose, perspective. It's a journey of discovery. It's a journey of education. It's a journey of unlocking your potential and the best version of yourself. Robert McIntyre says, "I love you for what you're saying." Thank you very much, my friend. Robert, I really appreciate the kind words. And Nathan Taylor, look, sounds like a lot of buzzwords. It just sounds to me like you're very negative. But listen, when you get off this live, or when you start research my channel, this channel that you're on now, Pieces of a Broken Mind, it's been going 4 years. I've been talking about mental health for 4 years, trying to help other men. I also have a life coaching website, which clearly states that I have lived experience of mental illness, clearly explains that I've been through many challenges, but it also shows that I've come back from that and it also shows that I have the education and the diplomas to be a life coach. If my life coaching website, if you want to check it out, is www.vegasvisionarycoaching.com. Check out my website. I'm a coach who's come back from rock bottom. I'm a coach who has mental health disorders, but is still coaching and is still helping people through life coaching. It's not therapy, it's not counselling. Robert McIntyre says, Pieces of a Broken Man. I'm a have to write a track called that. What I'll do is post the lyrics on one of your YouTube videos. That would be great, Robert. Really appreciate that. And I will, if you've got a link or something where I can check out your content or your music, that would be great as well. Thank you, Robert. Just drop me an email or get in the community on the community tab and let me know. I'm wearing my Punisher t-shirt this evening because I'm a huge fan. Robert, I will check out your channel as soon as this live is over, for sure. I will definitely do that. I face a lot of that. A lot of people question why I could be a life coach when I have mental illness. Well, I can be a life coach because I've survived it. I'm surviving it. I continue to survive in it. And I educated myself and got the diplomas because I wanted to help people. And it's given me purpose to fight back against my mental illness. Robert says, oh yeah, you're a Marvel fan, you're going to love some stuff on my channel, but anyway, we are here for you right now. I will absolutely, definitely check out your channel as soon as this live is over, and I am a huge Marvel fan. I've got my Punisher t-shirt on, got the Avengers on my hands, I got Moon Knight there, I've got plenty of tattoos, plenty of Marvel characters. Look, some scars are visible, some scars are not. I'm here to help people. I'm here to show people that despite being mentally ill and having PTSD and suffering from those other disorders, I still found the strength to become a life coach. And if I can do that, then you guys can do that. You'll always get negativity. You'll always get people saying you can't do this, you can't do that, or you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. Who are they to tell you how to live your life? Who are they to tell you that you can't do something? They have no control or no say in your life whatsoever. Hello, Drew. Hope you're doing well. Come on then, man. Let's talk about superheroes and how some people go through things and still remain good. Absolutely. There are so many people out there that are going through many different things. My challenge is mental illness, but there's people have mental illness and physical illness. But there's so many brave people out there that are facing these problems head on, that are talking about these problems, that are sharing these problems. These people are superheroes. But don't forget, you're a superhero as well. You are your own hero. Don't forget that. Be your own superhero. And then everyone else will follow suit. It's important that you know that. It's important you understand how special you are. It's important you understand just how important you are to the world. The world's a better place with us in it. Never forget that. The best relationship you'll ever have is the one that you have with yourself, because you're with yourself for 24 hours of the day and night. So you're with yourself every single day of your life. So make that relationship the best relationship you have. You know, the world's a hard enough place as it is. Without hate, without negativity, without envy, jealousy, hate. All of those toxic feelings we need to get away from. You know, holding them in is destroying us. Robert says, I swear to the universe that I don't care what people think about the fact that I want to try and save as many good people through my music, but I am alone because people always turn against me. Look, as long as you believe in yourself, and I understand what you're saying because I've been in that boat also. But believe me, there's nothing more powerful than once you believe in yourself and you understand that is all you need. You're halfway there. You're 50% of the way there if you believe in yourself. Then you just need to work for the rest of the 50%. But never waver in the support of yourself. Fully back yourself 100% in what you're doing and what you want to do, and you will succeed. Don't let people tell you you can't do it. Don't let people tell you what you're doing won't work, because they're just projecting their fears and their insecurities onto you, because they're not even trying. They're not even trying to live their life. And the biggest mistake people make in life is thinking by just accepting things. If you're not trying to be better, then you're not even living your life. You're wasting it. Trying is better than failing, because with failure comes knowledge. With failure comes experience. And the more you fail, the better you become, because eventually then you will achieve what you want to achieve. Robert says, I've always believed in myself. I want to keep that alive in other people's hearts. That's all you need, Robert. Believe in yourself. That belief you have in yourself can take you where you want to go. And never let anyone take that away from you. Never let anyone knock that confidence you have in yourself. You're important. Your music's important. And that's all that matters. And you will get there one day. And one day, hopefully, I'll see you at the top. You know, I think it's very important that we champion people. I think it's very important that we help people. I think it's very important that, despite my mental health challenges, that I make myself available to come live, that I coach through my life coaching business, that I don't let my mental health or my mental illness define me anymore. It doesn't dictate my future. My future is my life coaching business. My future is creating content around mental health for everyone all around the world, to show that it's okay to talk about mental health and it's okay to talk about And, you know, you'll always get people like that. Robert says, I'm sorry, but I do a proper random stuff in chats. I'm not going to lie. Some of the funniest stuff I've read in people's chats. Absolutely. There are some great chats and there's some great comments and nice comments, but always keep it respectful of other people's feelings and understand that what other people are going through, we don't know, we can't see, and who are we to judge other people? Do I have to be civil and respectful on this stream? Of course you do. What do you think this stream is? It's a live Q&A to talk about mental health and recovery and share healing conversations. Just because, look, a lot of people in life will... A lot of people suffering with their mental health hide behind a smile. They hide behind... It's like having a human suit. They put on this human suit, but beyond that, when you dig deeper, they're broken. I'm broken inside. My mind is broken. Every day and every night I relive self-harming and cutting myself and doing all those things to myself. I relive those suicide attempts every day of my life. But I still find the strength to be a coach. I still find the strength to talk about mental health on this channel to try and help people. And other people won't stop me from doing that. Their hate, their negativity, that can't hurt me after what I've done to myself and what my mind does to me. Do you really think a nasty comment's going to stop me after going through what sick thoughts that are going on in here? No. Robert says, listen to me, I'm here for you, and absolutely. Thank you very much, Robert. I really appreciate that. And it's look, some people just want to see the world burn, and I'm never going to change that. What I can do is be honest with you guys about my mental health challenges. I can try and start the conversation about mental health, and I can try and help people talk about their mental health. That's all I can do. It's all I can do. And I can do that through content. And through my life coaching business, I can help people plan their futures. I can help people find the confidence, purpose and clarity to move forward in life. Avino Makalenko says, Jesus is the way, the truth and the life. I go through depression sometimes. Look, I know I'm not alone. Mental health don't begin in front of a screen. Of course it doesn't. I'm in front of a screen because I want to talk about mental health. I'm in front of a screen because I'm trying to help people raise awareness. That's what I'm in front of a screen for, to start the conversation surrounding mental health. Why? There's still so many idiots in the chat who just can't understand that, you know, this channel or this live or this Q&A is to help people. Just want to make nasty comments and hateful comments. So stop doing it. I do help myself a lot along with my therapist. I do help myself. I do that every single day of my life. It doesn't mean I can't come on YouTube for an hour and talk to people. I help myself every single day with support from my therapist. That's all I need. But I don't need to explain myself to you. I'm here to help people and show people I can talk about mental health and they can talk about it as well. Everyone's mental health is important, and mental health and physical health should be the same. I'm no idiot. I've been to the lowest I've been in my life this year. And I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry that you've been through that. And in 2022, because of my mental illness, I tried to end my life twice. I tried to take my own life in February and May. So, look, you're an absolute moron. Robert says, straight facts, and there are so many different ways to give up. I've seen it happen. Absolutely. If you've made it through mental illness, if you've made it through addiction, if you've made it through anything that's challenged your life, and you're still alive today and you're still here, then you have something inside that they'll never be able to take away. Because a lot of people didn't make it. A lot of people did give up. A lot of people didn't continue. You chose to continue. You're here. You're powerful. And you thoughts. Don't give them the air. Don't give them the time. Don't give them the breath. Keep moving forward. Hate or no hate, keep going. Never give up. Believe in yourself. Get the help. Get the support, like I did. And it was the best thing I ever did. Getting help and getting support and working with a therapist. And I'm on my road to recovery. And you guys could get on yours too. Stephen says, so many of my peers unfortunately took their own lives. So much respect, bro. A big problem in Ireland, so keep up the great work, mate. Absolutely. Thank you, Stephen, for your kind words. Really appreciate that. All I'm trying to do is help people, and I will not let the trials stop me from doing that. And we've lost too many good people to suicide because people don't want to talk about it, because people are afraid of the conversation. I'm not, because I tried it twice and I failed. I tried to end my life twice and I failed. I was blessed. God saved me. But I'm here today to help people. No, I'm not speaking in the words of Jesus. No, I'm just speaking from my own lived experience of what happened. I felt that way. I felt I'd been spared. I felt I'd been saved. To create this mental health channel to help people. I don't speak for anyone. I don't speak for anyone. I speak for myself. All I am and all I speak is honest words about myself. I'm honest with myself, and that's all I need. That's all that matters, is that I'm facing my fears. I'm facing my traumas. I'm facing my mental illness head on, and I want you to do the same. Stephen says therapy isn't for everyone. Absolutely, it's not. Honestly, everyone's recovery journey is different. So everyone will find something that works better for them. Therapy is not for everyone, and I get that. I'm just saying it's helped me, it's saved me. But there could be another way, some other one, there could be an alternative that someone might go down a different road, and that might help them better. I guess it all depends on the individual. I guess it all depends on the connection you form with your therapist or your counsellor, and so it's important that we understand that therapy is not for everyone, but there are plenty of other support networks out there. There are plenty of other helplines, there are plenty of charities, there are plenty of organisations that do help as well. So no, therapy is not for everyone. I'm just saying it's played a massive part in my recovery journey, and it's helped me. It might not help other people. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, let's start the conversation around that, and let's find alternatives for other people. Yeah, everyone is different, Robert, and what works for me might not work for someone else. But that shouldn't put you off trying to get help. Maybe therapy is not the support that you need. Maybe it's a different type of support. But don't give up just because therapy's not working. There might be other things and other alternatives to help you. There's many, in the UK especially. There's many mental health charities. There's the Samaritans. There's loads of organisations that help with mental illness and mental health. So if therapy's not working for you, find another way, find another avenue, but don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the hope of support, because it's out there, and it's important that you understand that whatever support works for you, you deserve that support. You deserve that support. You deserve that help. Riot Pereira says, I totally understand. Thank you, my friend. Really appreciate your kind comment. I've been live again for almost an hour today, or this evening. I am live every Wednesday night and every Sunday night at 7 p.m. for 1 hour to talk to you beautiful people all across the world. Don't forget to check out all my other content. There's some great videos on men's mental health, depression, anxiety, PTSD, trauma, all of those things. You'll find long form videos, shorts, lives, all talking about mental health, all starting the conversation around mental illness. So please check out my other content. Please go and watch my shorts. Please comment, get in the community tab, introduce yourself, say hello. Another idiot in the chat will just be getting rid of here. Goodbye, you absolute moron. So if you do support raising mental health awareness, then please support the channel, subscribe, like, comment, watch my videos, share my videos, and together we can change the narrative. Together we can raise awareness, and together we can challenge stigma, and we can challenge discrimination. Thank you, Robert, for being a massive part of my life tonight. Thank you for all your kind words. Please do go and check out my content, as I will be going to check out yours. But this channel has helped me be here today, and I hope it helps you. I hope it helps you find some sort of I hope it gives you some form of relief that you can help, that you could believe that support is there for you. But that is it for this Sunday evening live Q&A. I've been live for just over an hour. Thank you for everyone who's commented. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed. Please do go and watch the rest of my content, both long form videos and short form. It's all about mental health. It's all about men's mental health. It's all about depression, anxiety, trauma. And all I'm trying to do is help people and start that conversation. So look after yourself, look after your family and friends, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. Goodbye. I will be live now next time, Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. UK time, I will be live again for another hour. Talk to you beautiful people across the world. So look after yourself and take care.